To you. Welcome to the sunny side right here on 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Gabriella. 24 minutes gone past 12. This is your number one talk news and sports radio station here in Port Harcourt. So it was on the news this morning that a certain Gloria and her partner have been declared wanted of financial crime, allegedly duping Nigerians to the tune of £1 billion through diverse, different investment platforms, and running away with the monies. This is not the first time the lady in question has been in the news for something similar. I remember when Hyper Factory some years ago, that's one of their businesses, herself and her partner's businesses, was launched. It was such a big deal. It made national news. It was such a big, launch. She had, celebrities. I remember Ebuka talking about it. I remember quite a lot of influential celebrities talking about Hyper Factory, how you can get good quality products, especially hair, at a very affordable price. I remember even thinking, this is a very good opportunity for a lot of girls who have been wanting to get quality hair at a very affordable price. Not too long after the launch, it was in the news that there was some controversy that particular company, one with employee-employer relationship. Many of her former staff came out to complain that she was abusive and a terrible boss to them, and there were also complaints of the quality of what they sold at the Hyper Factory. Many people complained about the fact that she sold fake hair. Some people did not receive their orders. It was just a terrible mess, and eventually that came with all the social media ranting, and it left. Now again, she's back in the news for an even worse, complaint. There are lots of Nigerians. The Interpol has declared her, as well as her partner, wanted for the financial crime of duping Nigerians to the tune of £1 billion, a couple of $1 million there. I wonder, when I read that, yes, it's a terrible thing. Yes, it's a trail. She has obviously been good with consistently, towing the path of controversy with her businesses. So it's no surprise to me. But what I found interesting was the fact that Nigerians would always be gullible. So yet again, with all the recent history that we have shared together as Nigerians when it comes to investment platforms and investment opportunities, Nigerians yet again have become gullible and have fallen prey to the hands of another person who has absconded with their monies. I find it quite interesting, and I just kind of feel like if there was some other investment opportunity erupt tomorrow and say, no, we are different, we are not like the rest of them that have gone down the drain, I know that lots of Nigerians will still put their monies in. So if the person who obviously wrote penny wise, pound foolish, once beaten, twice shy, whoever wrote those and whoever made those phrases, such statements, obviously wasn't referring to Nigerians in the category of people who will be once beaten, twice shy, because we've been severally beaten and we're never shy. We're quite bold people, audacious people. Congrats to us. I doff my hat for Nigerians. Well, let's get into a conversation for this afternoon. We're going to kickstart a conversation with a controversy on electronic transmission of results. There's been lots of backs and lots of forths and still no resolution. We're stuck at a place with the electronic transmission of results. The National Assembly is under pressure, and in trying to decide what to do. We'll have a conversation right now. Do you think that NASS will yield to pressure on electronic transmission of results? We'll have that conversation shortly. At 1 o'clock, the news update right after a native doctor emerged governorship candidate for one of the political parties in Anambra State. We'll talk about that We'll talk about that at the 1 o'clock hour. I would like to hear your thoughts on that matter. And it's a Thursday, Mind, Body and Soul at 2 p.m.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the sunny side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
So, the controversy surrounding the decisions of the two federal legislative arms on electronic transmission of elections results come 2023 by the electoral body in the nation, I think it lingered for quite a while. I mean, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the 15th of last month, July, while considering the Electoral Act for 2010 Amendment Bill, voted that the Commission, that is INEC, may consider electronic transmission of results provided the national coverage is adjudged to be adequate and secure by the National Communications Commission, that's the NCC, and also approved by the National Assembly, of course. But while on a constituency visit to his Yobe North Senatorial District sometime in July as well, the Senate President Ahmed Lawan justified the position taken by the Senate on the electronic transmission of election results. Remember, Lawan stated that Nigeria has not reached that stage where you could deploy the electronic transmission from every part of the country. And earlier, when invited to, guide members of the House of Reps on the 15th of July as well, the NCC told the House of Reps that less than 50% of polling units in Nigeria have the needed network coverage for the transmission of election results. A senior lawyer and an executive stakeholder of the NCC, that's Adeleke Adewolu, also told the House that less than 50% of polling units in Nigeria have 3G coverage for transmission of results. The Commissioner, Technical Services of the NCC as well, Ubale Maska, corroborated this position while responding to a question from one of the members of the House, and he said that the NCC conducted a system survey in 2018 which revealed that 50.3% of the 109,000 polling units as at the time out of the 119 polling units as at 2018, we have much more than about 173,000 plus, if I'm not mistaken, polling units right now presently, but at the time they had 50.3% of the 109,000 polling units out of the 119 surveyed had 3G network facilities. That's way more than 50%. Now, the INEC, the body that is obviously settled with the immutable and independent constitutional power to organize elections, however, disagreed with both the NCC and the two arms of the National Assembly. INEC is saying, as a matter of fact, INEC's National Commissioner and Chairman for Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, affirmed that INEC was committed to deepening the use of technology in the electoral process and had many times demonstrated it through the creative, innovative and strategic deployment and application of technology in various aspects of the electoral process with the goal of limiting human interference in the electoral process. A lot of people have also, players in the political space, some of them have also come out to say, look, with electronic transmission of results, we're going to bring down to the barest minimum the issue of manipulation of results. That solves a huge chunk of our problem. Well, Festus Okoye also then revealed that a joint technical committee hitherto constituted by the INEC, which ironically included the NCC and Nigerian telecommunication operators, also met some time in 2018, and the consensus of INEC, NCC, telecom providers was that the requirements for the electronic transfer of results proposed by INEC are practicable. They're possible. It's not an impossible feat. And so they therefore agree that the solution that INEC wants to deploy is possible. They're not asking for something that is insurmountable. They're not asking for something that is impossible or, just way over our heads, way over the moon. It is possible to electronically transmit results. So, here's the question, the big question on this hour. Do you think that the National Assembly will yield to pressure on electronic transmission of results? Do you think that at the end of the day they just will have to succumb and allow for the electronic transmission of results? Yes, lots of concerns, which I must say could be valid, saying that there are some parts of Nigeria that may not have the coverage, may not have the network coverage. to allow for electronic transmission of results. But is it impossible? This is 2021. What does it take to get to provide, coverage, 3G coverage, for instance, in such areas and such parts of the country before 2023? Is it impossible to do? What are your thoughts? The phone lines are open. The floor is yours. Let's talk. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007, or the female caller line 0817-923-0009. The WhatsApp number is 0809-030-6416. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Samuel. I'm calling you from Dhaka.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think all the whole thing you take, I think this transmission of results to the server is a weapon development if they will do it and if they will implement it. Because it will stop vote buying, it will stop this rigging of election. I think Nigeria has come to the age of doing all things that people will learn from them and learn from other countries. Because we are not, because voting, so that our also voting will be canned, so that we know who we are voting for. We know who we want to represent us in many positions. I think I will welcome this transmission of results and this electronic voting if they will do it, and they will stop all this rigging and all this carrying of ballot paper from to here, that thing. I think they should do that. It will be a welcome development if they will do it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook as well, so you can join the conversation on there on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. The WhatsApp number once again is 0809-030-6416. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Go ahead.
What you have just said, I don't know. Did you go to school in Harvard University? Yeah? Answer me now, I'm just asking.
No, I didn't.
Okay, thank you. Because you have to speak like somebody that have gone to school in Harvard to understand that from 2021, after 2022, we get to 2023 in front. And you tell me that even if it's in now and that day, you cannot the same thing. You can provide it between now and the 2023. But the people that are still
Okay, I'm going to have to let you go. I apologize. The line is really breaking. I can really make out what you're saying. Please call me back. I really appreciate that. Mr. Zion from GRA, good afternoon.
Gabby, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
The truth is, we will go through this process back and front because those men, they knew the secret, the power of that electronic voting or transmission of results. And they will never grant Nigerians their plea. Biometrics, verification, computerized. Some workers were sacked, some were relieved. NECO, JAM, WIET, computer-based. Some student passed, some failed. And look at the series of registration of your common phone number. In some countries, you buy these things in the airport stand. Upon leaving the country, you can condemn it. But here in Nigeria, we are registering our numbers, transmitting it or cloning it with your BVN, your NIM. How come? Common electronic voting. I call it common because it costs us nothing to fix it. We are having problems because these men, they knew the power A lot of them there, they knew they never won the elections. They get there through crook.
But the question now, Mr. Zion, is we all have been preaching and crying out and saying, oh, if you speak to anybody right now, be you a civil servant, you and I, or even a political office holder, they will tell you, oh, we need for corruption to come to an end. We need for one day Nigeria to get better. Doesn't mean all of that is just by way of speaking. Doesn't mean we never really meant it.
No,
to come a point where Nigeria would actually be corruption free.
They never meant it. People who are telling you want to end corruption, what is happening? For the past 6-7 years now, we want to fight corruption. We will deal with corruption. There is this common cliche and language I heard about. Oh, we are teaching people the cavity of this country. I want to ask you, presently now, how is the cavity of Nigeria with corruption? Until the people rise up to the reality. And my blame goes to INEC. INEC is our problem. INEC was given the responsibility to fix the problem. INEC was given the power to conduct elections. Because of INEC is corrupt. INEC decided to shift over this electronic voting to who? To the same men who don't want this country to grow.
But the INEC is also the one saying that, look, we need to, transmit results through electronic means.
By law and by the act of the parliament that gave INEC the existence, gave INEC the power not to take permission from anybody on how to conduct these elections. The country called Nigeria formed a constitutional law that says we are creating a body and you have to what? Conduct elections. The constitution never told INEC on what to do. They now went further and enacted the act to guide INEC and its powers. And they said, look, you can conduct the elections. They did not tell INEC what manner to conduct it. How come INEC is now transmitting its authority to the same people? Until the day we rise up to create this country as our own. The people, most of them, you see, shout, oh, we love this country. They never love this country. All of them, their children are schooling abroad. All of them, they are going to China and whatever for medication. As I'm talking to you, their children have dual citizenship. Most of them have properties abroad and they become citizens by investment. The same people in this country. My sister, except the common man will rise up and say, look, INEC, give us electronic voting. It is not House of Assembly. It's not Mr. President that will give you electronic voting. It is INEC. Mr. Zion.
All right, Mr. Zion, thank you so much for your thoughts. Kristen is calling from Bonny Island. Good afternoon, Kristen.
Yeah, good afternoon, my dear.
Good afternoon.
We don't need a soothsayer to come and tell us the benefits of electronic voting. Almost everywhere in the world now, that is the end thing. But in this our own country, my fatherland, they are still hindering. They want to continue to spread the stupidity they are spreading in this country, dragging this country backward. What they are spreading in this country is poverty, stupidity, neglect. That is what they are spreading. This country has gone beyond all this. Few people just decide to be spreading backwardness, stupidity.
All right, you don't have to use such words on radio. Just go ahead and make your point.
Okay. Listen. I've not gone really to where I'm going. The truth is that anywhere in the world, the best way to get an election sincere and straightforward for people to see open policy is by electronic voting. They know this. We are doing WAEC. Why are they doing all this? Why? What for? Because they know that their people cannot use these electronic things to vote, especially in the rural areas in the north. That is just the reason. It won't favor them. Because they are still backward. How can they? Some of them cannot even upgrade phones. They don't have it. They have problems. It's just to their own reason. Nothing else. It's just because of them. That is why this country is backward. Thank you very much.
Kristen, thank you for sharing how you feel. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
I was saying, you said something that has touched my heart. That I'm waiting to hear all those people that are concerning that the fact that we cannot do electronic transmission of results. I'm waiting for them to tell me that from now to 2023, we cannot put a 10G network. And even if it's in my local village. Let them tell me. Look at them. These are the people that are waiting to look at this country and can ballot them vote in 2023. They are planning their way out. That is why they don't want to. How can they tell me in the 21st century? Other countries are doing better in electronic transmission of election or vote. I cannot sit on my house in Nigeria. I'm used to vote. I'm voting for who I want to vote. These people, my dear, look at them. They will call now. They will give you all kind of a glamour. They will speak English. The people that are supporting agencies, political people, I blame INEC because INEC has power to say that I want to do this thing and nobody will stop them. Why did INEC even take this to National Assembly? INEC is the problem. INEC is the problem of the country. They should wake up and do the right thing. And this government, this SPC and their people and PDP, leave them alone. They are 419 people. Thank you, my sister. And our woman, thank God.
All right. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. We've got about 10 minutes left for this conversation. Quite short time we've got, so do well to call in. The question still is, do you think that the National Assembly will yield to pressure on electronic transmission of results? How can we even... Is it a question of how we can, or do you think perhaps if there is something we can do? And what, if you believe we can, what can be done to motivate, to demand for coverage, network coverage in areas and parts of Nigeria that is lacking before 2023? This is August 2021. Before 2023, can we have full network coverage in every part of the country to allow for electronic transmission of results? Lots of questions. Good afternoon.
My contribution on this, my name is Adawaru.
Go ahead.
My contribution on this matter is, as far as this government is concerned, and the way they come into power, they will never support this electronic. Because already Jonathan has made it very clear and very easy that Jonathan surrendered very easy for them to implement from him. And they refuse to implement it. And can now rig it of their second tenor. And you expect them to come for electronic voting? No, they will not. They will not. Because they know they come electronic voting. Then not an area their voting will not go to anywhere because they don't know about electronic voting. So that's my contribution. But they don't change it. As far as the House of the Senate, they are for them to approve, they will not approve it. As far as they are still in the power. That's my contribution.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Let's take some messages on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. On WhatsApp, Soka Vabara from Port Harcourt says, Nigeria is filled with mediocrity, lots of mediocrity, and sadly, majority of us have imbibed mediocrity as a norm. The appropriate thing in 2021 is to stop using paper and simply go electronic. The banking sector changed its system to electronic and it's working. Our attitude shows we hate good things and we always fight good things in the country. That's why we are back, because we hate good things. Too sad, Suki Fabara says. Good afternoon. Apologies for that. Do also call back 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or the female caller line 0817-923-0009. All right, so on WhatsApp, Let's not forget in a hurry what happened in 2019 presidential election, where INEC postponed election and a political party still floated results from unknown cyber sites. And when the online transmission of results was completely cancelled, they still went to court with it presented, where it presented a Kenyan as witness, whom later said the party hired him for the job as he displayed a fabricated figure from unknown website. So it seems a political party is still afraid of that, while the other political party seems to be confident with the hacking process. Hence, the division voting along party lines in the National Assembly Electoral Act. That message is from Maxi Victor. Thank you very much for that, Maxi Victor. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 or the female caller line 0817-923-0009. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I just want to join in the conversation. I think INEC is really the problem of this country. What is the meaning of INEC? Independent National Electoral Commission. They are not really independent because they are supposed to carry out their duties without bias. So I don't really.
Oh dear, apologies for that. I do want to call back. Let's see. On WhatsApp, this here says, hello Gabby, good afternoon. For me, I do not think the National Assembly can be pressured into anything. If we're not ready, we are not ready as a nation. It is fact that some parts of the nation cannot be a part of the transmission of results electronically, hence the back and forth. That is from Princess from Rumokrishi. Thank you very much, Princess, for that. Let's see. Ayuba Anfield on Facebook says he doesn't care. All right, remember we're streaming live on Facebook, so you can join the conversation on there at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Achimene.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think when you look at section 182, and including the article, several articles that several authors have written concerning the significance of transmitting results. Now, when you look at one of the significance, I think, first of all, the issue of snatching of ballot boxes becomes a thing of the past. Secondly, the issue of apathy. This is where sincerity now comes. This is where the people, the heart of the people now, it's now, the sovereignty now belongs to the constituents. Because right now, the people will have to vote whoever they feel that they can fit. What are those assembly members afraid of? What are the APC people afraid of? They are afraid of the fact that religion continues. It is in their blood. Do we really have to just argue over these things? Why can't we just get it right? From the presidency down to APC, nobody wants it to go. They are lobbying so that ballot snatching will continue. And some of us are thinking that 2023 will be a litmus test for a sincere ballot in Nigeria. You see, if we continue like this, the regions will continue to depend. What are we having today? We are having representatives that are looking at their selfish interests. Look at the majority, what they told us in 2015, that they are going to come here and lead us to heaven. What is happening today? The same people are leading us to hell. For God's sake, who do we have? Do we really have representatives in that assembly? The ninth assembly has failed us. And that is why some of us will continue to shout. Have we sat down to look at what it means to be in your comfort zone and vote? And say, this is the person I want. They are afraid of e-voting. And you say you're a leader. Look, we will continue 2023. It's either Nigeria will be together or we will divide. But I think this is the time for us to stand. And we ought to stand, and we have to. Jim Biden said in 1876 that sovereignty belongs to the people, and it is the voice of the majority. What is going on today? We have an assembly that is so selfish to enforce. And people keep telling us, APC is telling us that they are coming back 2023. I don't think it will happen. Some of us will not accept it.
All right. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on the matter. Let's see, on WhatsApp, we just might wrap up with this one. or perhaps they can have a call if time permits. Or from Port Harcourt says, the election can be transmitted, beg your pardon, via the electronic means, the use of satellite device. It would be great and easy. All right, Owuru, thank you so much for that interesting campaign you've got going on there. This here says, hello Gabi, good afternoon. In fact, Nigeria, it is well with us, has a lot of O's there. I cannot believe in 2021, while other countries have gone farther than we have right now, we're still here campaigning whether or not to allow for electronic transmission of results. It is such a shame. I can only pray that God help us come 2023. That's from B. Josh. B. Josh is sending that in from Bonny Island. Thank you very much, B. Josh, for that. We'll take a final caller, and then we'll wrap the conversation up. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. The female caller line is 0817-923-0009. A final comment on Facebook. Kalistis Ezeji says, NASS pressured. What were they there for in the first place? Is it not to find the best legislation for our collective good? Look at the merits. If it outweighs the demerits, you pass it. Now, wow, NASS, are you sleeping on your job? Calista says. Final caller. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon.
Yes. If you want to do anything, look for the best. Are we talking about electronic voting, or we are talking about transmission of results? Electronic voting is what we should look for. In a situation where you can remain in your house, use either a remote or your phone to vote. Because in the polling centers here, if you say we are transmitting results, those people who have the talks can come in and force the officer to send any fake results, and you take it. So that the transmission of results is not it. That is not it. What we should look for is electronic voting. That is what we should look for. If you say it must be transmission of results, then you will cause trouble in the police stations. That is my contribution. So let the people understand what they are asking for. So before they come to the studio and start shouting, cursing people, insulting presidents and this and that. Sister, that is my contribution.
All right. Thank you very much for that. On that note, we're going to wrap the conversation up. 1 o'clock happens in 3 minutes. The news updates happens on that hour. And right after, we're going to talk about Anambra State. A political party in Anambra State has a native doctor as its governorship candidate for the governorship elections that are forthcoming, I think sometime in November. We'll have that conversation shortly. And I'll be asking you a question on that hour. Don't go away.